Hello, everybody. This is Nick Sacco, Park Ranger at Ulysses S. Grant National Historic Site in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm wearing my National Park Service uniform and sitting inside the Parks Research Library. And with this short video, I want to share with you some online resources that might be beneficial for educators, teachers, and other interested persons who want to bring the National Park Service into their classroom. I want to share three things with you in particular. Now, we're going to start on the National Park Service's homepage, www.nps.gov. If we browse to the scroll down to the bottom of the National Park Service's homepage, in the bottom right corner, there's an image of some women. They're outside exploring nature. And the text reads, America's Classroom for Educators. And this leads you to the Educators Portal within the National Park Service. So if I click on that, I end up on a page that says Educators at the top. And this is a really wonderful resource. So if you have a specific subject that you teach, a specific grade level that you teach, even a specific Common Core standard that you're trying to meet, you can search for all of that within the Educators Portal. So you put that information in at the top of the page. And this website, by the way, is nps.gov/teachers. This is the Educators Portal. And from there, you can search a whole host of different educational materials. So, for example, there are distance learning programs where a ranger will interact with students virtually in real time. That can take the form of a field trip of a particular NPS unit. It could also take the form of a specific lesson. For example, here at the Grant Historic Site, we have a program about the history of slavery in St. Louis that is considered a distance learning program. There are materials that can be loaned out from national parks to your classroom. There's information as well about other assorted classroom materials like primary source documents, professional development for teachers, and other related education materials. So the Teachers Portal, the Educators Portal is a wonderful starting point if you're wanting to bring national parks into the classroom. Another recommendation I would have is to go to the history and culture section of any individual NPS unit within the National Park Service agency. So, for example, here at Ulysses S. Grant National Historic Site, our website, nps.gov/ULSG. And when you click on that, when you get to our homepage, you'll see an image of a green two-story frame house, Ulysses S. Grant's Whitehaven Estate, and a menu bar up at the top of the screen that says Ulysses S. Grant National Historic Site. Within that menu bar, there's a whole section called Learn About the Park. And from there, the Learn About the Park menu tab, you'll see a section for history and culture. So when you get to the history and culture section, there's a whole range of resources that you could utilize from this point. So for us at Grant, we have a section on the people who lived at Ulysses S. Grant's Whitehaven Estate. We have a section on places, different historic buildings, and even some other sites within the St. Louis area that you can see around the Grant site. And then for our purposes today, the stories section. So there's an image of Ulysses S. Grant's family in the text that reads stories. If you click on stories, this is a whole hodgepodge of relevant history articles that could be useful in a classroom. Most of these are geared towards a middle school or high school level, the articles here, but at least in our case at Grant, if you were to scroll down this page, we have more than 50 articles that could be of relevance and usefulness in your classroom. So always look out for the history and culture section of any NPS unit if you want to learn about a specific unit more in depth. And then finally, the third thing I want to share with you are NPS Subject Sites. This webpage is nps.gov/learn and explore /subjects. And subject sites are specific websites that are kind of geared towards one particular topic. So to just give a brief sample here, the subject sites are listed in alphabetical order. And listed here on this page, starting with A, are a whole host of different pages: abandoned mineral lands, abandoned places, accidents and disasters, African American heritage, and a whole host of other sites. If I were to click on one of those subject sites, if we did African American heritage, for example, that subject site would provide a whole listing of resources connected to African American history at national park units throughout the country. So again, if you're teaching a specific topic and wanting to find some resources that could benefit your students, the NPS subject site collection here on this page could be of great use to you. So that's about all I have for this video. Again, the Educators Portal, learn about the park history and culture section of every individual NPS unit, and NPS subject sites can all be of benefit to you as you design lessons and activities for the new academic year. Thanks for watching.